All right. Let's see if this works. I hope you folks are doing well. Or as the other intro was, howdy folks, I'm Cody here with IronVerse Comics. I hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick return to streaming. If anybody shows up, it'll help me hopefully work out some kinks with audio and delivery. Looks like this might be a little loud and I'm speaking softly, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure we don't peak out too much on this. Peak. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, that'll do. That'll do, hopefully. But let me know, because I don't know how it's being delivered to your end. I do know how it sounds to me and what visual feedback I have from the equipment I use. So, yeah, combined, we can get this improved. Anyway, I got everything kind of back to normal after replacing my PC after its hard drive failed, and just a whole lot of. It's been a long year. I've been blessed to continue to be able to make comics, and that's what we've been doing. That's what I've been doing, and yeah, I'm happy to be back here. It's a long, tiring day as most of these are. So forgive my lack of exuberance and upbeat nature entirely. I hope that's understandable. At the moment, I'm just tweaking this. We'll get back to something a little more polished, a little bit more enthusiastic here soon, as it says, coming soon. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. But anywho, I didn't come in here with too much of a plan, more than testing this, and seems to be working. Happy to see that. The audio's going. The equipment looks to be recording. Excellent. If you are in chat, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of me rambling to myself about nothing to check mic levels and a couple other things. I guess we'll end up putting on some kind of game too, seeing if that translates over all right. I can check those balances as well. That'll be good. Not set up for guests, at least how I prefer to do guests just yet. I could do a StreamYard or something if the demand came up, but yeah, I'd rather go through my method, which allows me more control over audio levels and things like that. But anywho, we'll move forward to some things. Let me see if I can get. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's something to get. I'll show you guys that. Let's see if I can get that to work easy. Oh, it is not a high-res pic though, is it? Let's get a better looking picture of that. Just gonna preview first lettered page of Jack Iron Steel Cowboy. It's not the first lettered. It's the first preview page I'm willing to show you guys. You've seen page one. I don't want to spoil page one. This page was pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing too important in here. It's just a joke, basically. But it's a pretty action scene with a lot of heart, and it kind of is the start of this. So we'll see. Uh, we will see. So let me see if I can make that easy on myself. So we'd go over here, yeah? And it says please stand by, which is great. Then I could show chat. Yes, cool. Don't need chat there, but that's cool. I can do it if I need it. Let's stand by, which it will go to the game capture default. So now what I need is a display capture is what I need. Yes. That's what I need. Yes, indeed. There you go. Display capture. I believe this is page 3 of issue 3 of Jack Irons, The Steel Cowboy. First bit of lettering from Vincent Rush. And this is a really pretty book in my eyes. Stephen Cannon and Maxi Dallo do wonderful art, particularly of course, I'm biased with Jack, but they did another post-apocalyptic piece outside of this together recently that I adore. It's just they're working a great groove together, and I'm so happy to present one series to you folks that involves those talents. Very much so. And anywho, so that's the first lettering. Vince is going a little bit further and being more expressive, and I'm so grateful of that with this. We're going to feel a little bit more comic bookish. The last ones were simple, a little bit on the lettering, which is fine. You don't want to distract too much, but I think he's doing so far with the previews I've seen wonderfully. And I think we're going to have a really cool book again. I'm so happy we get to make it again. All right. Yeah, Jack's not having a good day. That's kind of been my marketing shtick this whole time. So he's been awake for a very long time at this point throughout issue 2 after returning Sarah and driving all night to get her to New Deadwood. He's still up. And he was just going outside to have a smoke and a break and a breather while she's taking care of the doctor. And this unpleasant encounter begins. And with that, they exchange. Well, you'll see. You'll see. I don't want to go too far, but I hope it should feel more like a hunt, and even more so something else as you continue this engagement with Jack and Tracker here. And I hope you folks will enjoy it. I'm really excited. I mean, it's gorgeous, and this is the first page I get to share with you guys. It's done. It's ready to go. This is what it'll look like. And real simple. I mean, in all honesty, didn't really need, like, that wasn't necessary, but it lends some character to Jack, I think. You could argue without it. I mean, the page speaks for itself without any dialogue. This helps connect it to the previous page and previous issue. But so I deem that kind of necessary. But with sound effect, I think that works. Adds to the impact. He just had his foot stabbed. I think he would be kind of pissed. And he's just like, really? It's 2073, and you're using punji spikes. Really? that's what that is. I hope folks enjoy that. We'll see. I like the page. I hope you'll like it in context, and I hope you'll love the issue. Everything's in except for these letters. I even have my letterings done that I did, so I've read this issue. I just haven't seen it in full color and completed and read it all the way through myself, which I'll meet Vince, basically the whole team. I'm going to have them read through the digital copy of it so that we can catch anything. And there will probably be some tightening, maybe even to this page. Maybe I will cut that I'm on your trail varmint. I don't know yet. And the good thing with crowdfunding and not having to, and Wicked Publishing, and not having that deadline as tight, we have time to feel these things out and get them to work on an independent contractor scale instead of, a more like a manga workhorse scale or there's definitely movement that needs to work towards that for tightening, and you can always do more. But right now, this is working quite well for us and allowing us to make a better book. And we can only do it because of you folks. And so again, thank you so much, whoever ends up checking this out. I hope you find the book as good looking as you can. It's nice high res stuff. I mean, even him, it's sketchy, sure, but when you realize how tiny that panel is, really, I think it's good, and it does the motion great. I love Maxie's style so very much. In fact, I guess I could show you some colors. I think I could do that. So let me go ahead and use. Oh, can't use that there. I have to put it down there, and then I have to. That'll work. I was gonna just, but I got to turn it now. A little bit OCD there. I had to be the one to turn it on again on top of that. Okay. But anyway, let me see. We want issue 3, please. And I'll go through. We'll go through the first 5 pages again. Well, yeah, we'll go through the first 5 final color pages, including the title, and we're reusing the credits page. So I'll show, or the cover, the title, the cover, and we're reusing the credits page, yeah. Up to page 5. I guess I'll do one more preview after we hit then, show you page 6. So here we go. Let me go ahead and do and turn off the standby. And we have the wonderful cover. Maxi Dallo and I kind of had to go back and forth on cover ideas. I leave the artistic, interpretation of everything up to him because he adds this flavor and tone to it that I wouldn't have, but that adds so much to what I want to communicate. And just layers and layers. And anywho, you pair him with Stephen Cannon and you get pieces like this. And I'm so happy to present this wonderful art to you folks. What we tend to do with our covers is present another scene outside of the book. We had, that outside of the story, that's part of the story. So with issue 1, kind of showing what could be the end of a different day with Jack walking outside, or it could be the end of the issue when he's walking outside. That's up to the reader, however they want to see it. But for me, it's been him walking outside after all the trouble he caused by just being there and drinking and having a cyborg bounty hunter come in and try and cash in on a folk hero. And then you have issue 2's cover, which showed the 4 horsemen and Jack carrying Sarah, which for a point in that issue, he would have had to carry her to the for a while. He carried her, and so this was a moment taken outside. You get a different perspective of it, and then you get the overwhelming feeling of the 4 horsemen looming over this apocalyptic world. Destroyed buildings, everything. As everything's hot too, with how Steven did it. It's just this, it's like walking through hell, but he's got this little bit of cool, calm hope. Wonderful cover, and again, it was a scene outside. With this is a scene right after the climax of our issue, I would say. First climax, false climax, perhaps. But we had first thought of something that was I had first thought of something that would have involved our 3 kind of main characters we follow in this issue, which is Jack, of course, Kitty, the head of New Deadwood, and Tracker. And it's kind of those 3. It's Jack's the star, and then you have the co-stars who are really feeding him and feeding the overall story and narrative. And anywho, there's a couple movie posters we kind of went back and forth with, and then he kind of had a few other ideas that weren't so. It didn't stand out as much, and then we both kind of came up with an idea with this back and forth. Though I'm pretty damn sure Maxie proposed the shattered armor under the totem pole, which is basically this piece. But my what I felt I contributed was trying to communicate that moment afterwards. You know what it would look. You know the moment after he's hit in the issue, as you'll see, and yeah, collaboration is interesting, but Maxie puts in so very much. I hope I keep up with this, with our other marketing and PR efforts, with trying to fund it, with everything I try and do to help keep this thing going. It's a trip that you folks have helped me take, and I'm continuing to learn and grow from it. I think we all are. I think issue number 3 is better than anything we put out before. Um, I think the pacing's better. I think it'll be more satisfying to read. I think the visuals are more dynamic. I think the storytelling's more concise. I think it has a slightly better arc, and I think the hooks at the end is really good. We'll see. I want to share it with you folks. But yeah, that's page 1 in the cover. Let's see. Can I click on that? Can I? Oh, you're that kind of open, huh? So, all right, please stand by. Let me see if I can figure out. I don't like this image viewer that's default with Windows 10. And I replaced it in an older. Okay, now it's working. I replaced it in a older installation of Windows 10. Anywho, I haven't done that again. I need to do it again. Anyway, boop. Going with the same credit page. We'll just refill it out. Wanted to make sure there was room. We could probably actually use most of the other one. We do have to put an extra credit because we have a new graphics designer. Yeah, actually that's it. Really, everything else is maybe slight tweaks, but anyway, I love this credit page because it's supposed to kind of convey, here you go, to lighten it, because our the book is it's not uplifting. I hope as it continues, it builds an air of uplifting. You know, you can see them fighting against these things, but right now at the beginning, there's a lot of rubbing your face and things people don't enjoy. And I've always been I've always been understanding of different coping mechanisms. Anyway, this is a common one. It's just like, here you go. Here's something. Ease the burden of the further read, and it kind of gives a little bit of sarcasm, as taking ourselves maybe too seriously or not seriously enough. Yeah, I like it. I do indeed. Page 1, beautiful page, starting off right where issue 2 ended, and the lettering needed a little tweak, so I'm not showing you guys that. Need a little tweak. It was a word order, but there's a caption right here, and again maybe a little bit here. That's it. It's a very quiet page because it's a quiet moment. This Vince did a real good job with. I'm going to have to look at it more to make sure it's as tight as it can be, but he did a great job with the sound effects. Because you need them to sell something that happens here, because the line art did it, but not as well as it could have. So you see the bullet? Boom! Clack! Supposed to be something here. And you can tell it hit the pipe, it cracked and everything, but can you tell so much from here? Eh. I mean, you're looking at it like there, well, what's that? I mean, that's about the average reading when you're kind of looking at it. So we have something here to draw your eye and make you double look at this excellent scene. It's a wonderful scene. And you have some stuff here. It looks good. And then the chase is on. And you guys saw the lettered page 3. So I got a boom, boom, boom. And when it's all the way out, I can go down. Unlettered page 3. So it does speak for itself. This moment doesn't make too much sense without, some dialogue, just some guy with his mouth open. But after that, it doesn't need what it's there, but I hope it enhances. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. This moment, big moment for this issue. I hope people catch what happens on this page and how important it is compared to the previous 2 issues and how it shapes Jack. It's a pretty important page, even though it's just him running through the forest and pulling his foot off. And of course, we set up the moment, and then boom, and we set up and kind of we finish that scene. That's what it does. So that's the opening scene. Oh, don't go too far. That's the danger. That's the danger zone right there. Those, I think, the pages you just saw, perhaps not the page I'm about to preview, have been available through our Indiegogo update, so they are publicly available. But I'd rather people, put a little effort, engage our work, and if you want it, you'll find it. Or you're right here and you saw it for a second. Go ahead and pause. You're engaging with our work. I appreciate it. But yeah. But yeah, we end the scene and then we go to a familiar scene from issue 1 and issue 2. Jack drinking and telling a story with some goofiness happening in the background. Watch, let's get in on this because I want to show you a few subtleties because it definitely was a cheaper page in terms of the idea. You can copy and paste a little bit, which is what Maxie did. You can tell, and I think it works great for the scene. They use this kind of stuff in cinema too. You keep the same angle so that the attention is on the expression of movement in the page instead of the movement of the camera, or movement on the page in this case, movement in the film. But anywho, it's a talking head scene. He's talking along, and of course something's going on in the background, as happens in Jack Irons. Same angle, and you're kind of focused over here, and you're focused over here. Then you're calm, and then you're kind of focused over here because here's the struggle, but Jack's talking, so you're kind of checking that out. The lighting helps pick it out too. And then wham, we have our moment of action. He kind of notices, but he was doing something. It's not a biggie. This isn't something, it was expected. And yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy this book. I adore it. It's been a raison d'etre for me for this past year, and as you folks know, this year is a hard one for everybody, literally everybody, and this has been a blessing. One I would find very hard to communicate to you folks, except through doing our damnedest to get you some more great storytelling, and I hope we do you justice with our work here. Anywho, I haven't checked chat for a while. No idea if anybody's here. Apologies there. Let me go back up here. Yo, howdy guys. How you doing? I'm glad folks showed up. Sorry for ignoring you. I was lost in the moment, but here now. That's for sure. So yeah. Those were the previews. I was just checking that out. Let me know if you guys can hear me, for one. I have not had that confirmed. All devices on my end confirmed that audio is going through, and I tried recording yesterday, and it went through. And I also tried a testing live stream last night that I think recorded the audio, if I remember properly. So should be good, but that's not confirmed until it's confirmed. Until I have that third party, like, yeah, I heard you. So I'd appreciate that if anybody is watching, and when you get there, let me know if you can hear me. Very much so. Everybody knows the background. Can hear you perfectly. Ah, thank you. There we go. There's the relief. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. You will notice some backgrounds I have are a little bit goofier than usual. Again, this is a ramshackle edition. I just kind of have it duct taped together, and I'm glad the audio is working. I wasn't sure, but I had my suspicions based on available data. If I got to be specific about it, but all right. So again, thank you, folks. I did a little bit of page previews. I'm glad I did that. Might as well show the campaign itself then, yeah? Do I have anything I can't show open? Yes, I do. So let's just go ahead and pull this window off in particular. And we'll start off at the hub for our little galactic Armageddon, if I can. Which I can't. Well, I can, but you'll see. Stand by. You'll see. I have to type in. My bookmark's gone. I'm a little disappointed with myself. Oh, because you have it open in a window, it doesn't show up. No, that doesn't make sense. No, my bookmark is gone. Is there a way to move it to this window? Does that work? That works. All right, cool. That'll work. So we'll do it this way. All right. That won't do it. I need display capture. That'll do it. All right. Let me go ahead and turn this down a little bit. This is gonna be loud, but it can chill in the background. God, it's way louder for me though than it is for you folks. Let's see. Turn that down a little bit. For me. Hopefully that's not too intrusive. Let me know if it is. And the track doesn't last forever. This is our website, IronVerseComics.com. It is your hub for the Galactic Armageddon. This is still going on. You folks can still help. But yeah, we were going to go over here to our crowdfunding efforts. But as you can see here, all our available links, including the merch store. Yeah, I'm rough on the salesman bits. I haven't done that for like 4 months, folks. So I hope you'll bear with me. Anyway, please, free read from Cactus Coyote with exclusive pages made just for the Tezuka Manga Contest. Wonderful read, adds literal worlds of depth. It's the galaxy of depth that is the undercurrent of IronVerse Comics, is right here in Cactus Coyote, and the other works that we've created but have not fully manifested for you folks. We'll get there, but this is a great way to see it. Dual pages, pretty easy to get in and out and all that. Alright, let me check chat real quick. I want to make sure I'm not... Okay, cool. If I was drowned out, I think you'd let me know. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, though. I'm uncertain. Anyway, so check that out. Free read, 42 pages of weird Western manga, as only IronVerse Comics can deliver. Helps us get a little bit, maybe helps us get a little bit more in the Tezuka Manga Contest. My hope is, honestly, is that these folks are looking through all the entries that aren't just blatantly like, we can't publish this. Because there's a few of those, like two-piece. And, anyway, it's worth a dive into the Tezuka Manga Contest if you'd like. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I'm so glad. 32K views, I think, at the last I checked. Yeah, 33K almost. It's worth a look. Check it out, folks. Link right at the top of our website, IronVerseComics.com. There's another way to read it too if you want the abridged, less, 2 pages short. I think he did 4 pages shorter. Free reads here for Tapas. And oh no, no, just that one. That's the only place you'll see Cactus Coyote. Anywho, Wicked Publishing, and all our stuff's there. Tracked by the wonderful Laguna Munta. Link also on our website. Right here. Anywho, check it out if you have interest in what we're doing and want to support it. This has everything you need to know. This will be updated after this finishes, so that'll be cool too. In fact, I could update it now, but that's now is not the time. Check out our GoGo while it's still open. We beat our record. Thank you folks so much. Our record was 425 backers with issues 1 and 2. We not only matched it, but we exceeded it. Sure, it's only by with retaining an audience during all of this, especially with us being newcomers last time who made plenty of mistakes. My God, thank you all so much for returning or being new guests and helping us keep our footing and push a little forward. Certainly push forward here. Made a massive difference. I got to pay a above industry rate to the wonderful team I get to work with. And there's been some bumps because of COVID and shipping. There's been some bumps, but I think I got them covered. I was blessed to be able to work as well. So I've been stowing and stashing away to make sure I don't have to go back on anything. Though I've tried to be open and honest when that footing was slipping. So I hope our audience saw that and gives me the benefit of the doubt. Because that's still a possibility. It's just less likely. Very much less likely, I hope. First 5 pages again. All the info, our links. All the info you need. Right here. Jack Iron Steel Cowboy. Issues 1 through 3. I believe it is 128 pages of the best Weird Space West. With, let's see. With 40 of those pages. Yes, 40. A sizable amount. Being devoted to the community via fan art and links and just sharing the work. So it's an extras gallery. Each issue has one. My hope was this issue, and we doesn't look like we're gonna make it. We still could. We still could. I'm not. It's not off the table, but it's pretty much off the table. Is I wanted to include an 8-page mini by our wonderful letterer Vince Rush, also an extraordinary artist. He did that Jack you see right there on the right there under our wonderful logo. A tracker. It was gonna be an 8-page, scripts there sitting there. I might print the script. I didn't actually think about that. I could print the script. I mean, it's not the best, but you'd get the idea, and it wouldn't cost much more. But yeah, anyway, there's an extras gallery. We've also provided backing tracks. Cactus Coyote was an extra for 1 and 2. We try and take care of those who are doing their damnedest to take care of us. We really appreciate it. Check chat again. Still can hear you clearly. Glad. Thank you so much. I hope that's still true, even on, I think the mic level is different on this one than that one, right? No, it maintains it either way. Alright, cool. Turn this up then. Alright. So, I guess I'll move on to the next test. Again, check out IronVerseComics.com. I'd very much appreciate feedback on all our efforts there. Hard to know how to improve when the only feedback you have is internal. Very tough. So appreciate any words, with the intent of improving us. Love to hear them. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to here. You can't see what I'm talking about, but I assure you something was switched to something else. I wouldn't lie to you like that. How dare you accuse me of doing so? Alright, let me see. What'll be a good test? Yeah, I guess that's the best test, isn't it? We're gonna just dump right into the deep waters with this test. Stand by for deep waters. Alright, let's see. Oh, well, I guess I gotta do standby. Standby! Well, everything loads up. I don't want you knowing my secrets. All my deep, dark, horrific secrets. Full of mystery and intrigue. You can't have you knowing those. Let's see. I think if I do that, that'll primarily do what I need it to. Like, I gotta click over here. And though you are still standing by, I assure you, something should be happening here shortly. We'll see though. Might not. Again, this is a test. Whole stream is a test. The closer I am to, well, that looked like it worked. Went black. And you're seeing a loading bar. All good signs. All good signs. Excellent signs. Let me know if the volume's too loud or too quiet as we continue on testing this. So far, so good. Most people can guess what this is already, I'd assume. I'm way behind. It took me for a long time to get to a point to having a device that could run this. So we're getting there. All right, so that was working so far. I mean, that's, all intents and purposes, I should have no problem, but we'll see. We will see. My goal mainly will be moving fast to see the frame rate. And yeah, I think what I can do, also, though chat will be in the way, well, I don't know if there's a way around that. No, there's not. Oh, well, there is for me. But you guys won't see chat, but you'll see chat on the side, so that's why I don't do that. Okay, I got this. Let me close that. All my dirty secrets laid bare in my bookmarks here. No, what am I looking for? I'm looking for... Oh, did I close that by stupidity? I think I did. Well, curses. We'll go over here, and we'll do it this way. And it's gone like it never happened. And I can still read chat. Excellent. The other bit was I could have overlaid it over my OBS footage, so I could see if it was running slower or whatever, but this will work. This will work, and it won't impede your guys' visuals of whatever's going on. I'm glad it paused. Oh, because I'm not... There you go. Oh, boy, here we go. All right. There's sun. Spin the camera around just fine. Walking around. I can run. I can run. Well, I can't run yet in camp. I mean, it looks like we're a go. Holy, that's impressive to me. It's not impressive to probably most folks, but it was impressive to me. I didn't expect this to stream, all honestly. In all honesty, but yeah. All right, so it's streaming. It's running all right, not too much of an impact. I was running in the woods like a madman and call for the horse so I can start running really fast. See if that chugs anything. If we're good, then I'll quit this and nothing else should be a problem I have. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for future content on this channel. I can do things. Pretty happy about that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's running. Howdy, Matt. You guys are definitely a delay from what I'm saying, but happy to have you. Just checking things are running. I finally got some things together to get streaming back on, which I haven't done for a long time. Next step after this stream will be getting it set up for guests. So I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, we're fine. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So I don't have to cause any trouble. We are set. There's no lag. I mean, AI and fights I could do, but I still don't understand this game's autosave system enough to want to risk it. Not for a biscuit. All right. And let's get this back on. Boop. All right. I can actually turn on chat on this standby for a second. There we go. I'm glad that's working. All right. I seem to be back and set up. What is being said, that can be heard. Things are streaming properly. I tried to rub some rust on my salesman approach for Jack Irons, which there was some rust. There was certainly a lot of rust. I will do better as I continue to shake that loose, I hope. All right, so yeah, the next bit will be making sure I can get guests through my Discord hookup so I can control audio levels of them, of a game, and of myself separately and easily. StreamYard might be able to do that, but not that I've seen. But something came up. I could do that. And the game capture is working properly. I don't have to set the window specifically anymore. That's great. And it ran the most hardcore thing I got on here without stressing it. So I think we have a streaming setup. My main concerns have been alleviated. That's wonderful. I really didn't know. I really had no idea if they would be or not. So, boop. One issue I'm having, but that's an issue with OBS more than anything, is that its background cycles of images, its randomization is terrible, and it will play the same 8 images when you have 450 loaded up. So what I need to do is pick a handful of background images and put them in a separate directory instead of linking it to the fan art directory, the cut panels for promo directory, and some pinup directories. That's what I have it on here. And there's a lot more images than are being shown. Though the one currently up is probably one of my favorite. It's one of the few where we've been able to directly bridge Cactus Coyote and Jack Irons. And if we can pull it off, people will love it. And I know quality-wise we can pull it off, but it's if the world will let us, and if we can earn it from the world. so we're working on it. We're working on it. All right. Let's see. But seems to be everything's working. All right. I am stoked. I am stoked. I am very much so. Alright, do I have anything else of note? I've shared the lettered page. Check the beginning of the stream again for that. Released today to backers and on Twitter, all of that. First preview lettered page anyway. It really probably will not help sell you on the series other than its art, which is what I've been selling it on since the beginning. So hopefully the reading is what makes you happy afterwards. that's the hope. After you have it in your hands and you check it out, that's where my end is. Getting you to look at it, and then hoping that it is good enough, and then providing something from it so that you come back. That's the goal. And so far, 3 issues in, printed and distributed, we've gone over 1,000 backers. Once we deliver, not 1,000 backers, 1,000 sales. And not counting digital, count digital, we're at about 2,500 sales of the issues, which is wonderful to me for an indie book. A lot of folks don't reach that quantity of books out there, and though we're doing it cheaper than some people do it, I think it's worth it to get it into folks' hands, because that's the reason. I want people to share in this idea. I want people to see if they like it or not and help me grow it or oppose it if we're something worth opposition. And I just want to share our art because I think it's freaking cool. I love it. All right. I think I'm going to call it there. About 45-minute stream. You guys who have shown up, thank you so much. Help me confirm some things are working. And I am stoked on that. So this will be, I can go back to, you know what, I want to stream, and I can stream. For a good 4 months there, so that was not the case. From my PC failure to getting this new one hooked up and set up how I like, to getting OBS where it is, and then finally realizing what an idiot I am with Windows 10, and that though I'm a privacy advocate, there's one bit of privacy setting that will disable your mic from anything working. And I know that now. All right, folks, I'm going to leave you with another wonderful piece of Ambush at Coyote Pass with our Indiegogo trailer by the wonderful Dollar Coins, creator of Cactus Coyote, co-editor of IronVerse Comics, and my good friend. I hope you all take care, and I am privileged and very blessed to ride through this galactic Armageddon with you. Take care, folks.